Hi, everybody. Welcome back to a special season of Tolkien Insights, the podcast by Research World and SMR. I'm your host, Antonio, and this series shines a spotlight on the companies that partner with us during the SMR Congress, the brands and organizations helping to drive the future of insights forward. Across 6 episodes, we'll be talking with leaders and innovators from the companies at Congress to explore how they're shaping the industry. Join us as we celebrate collaboration, innovation, and the shared vision that powers the global insights community. And for this episode, we have the insights from Jasper Colin. To know more about the company and what they do, we have Abhilash Pillai, the Executive Vice President of Innovation and Strategy, and Betsy Grimes, the Consumer Insights and Strategy Leads on the show. Welcome. What is Jasper Colin? What do you do?
All right. So, we've been in this industry for last 18 years, not a very old company. It's a young organization. We start our journey by, reaching out to the respondents in the sense like the audience of the world, key business decision makers, technology decision makers, collect insights from them and deliver to the client. That's how we started our journey. But over the period of time, we started catering to the end-to-end market research. Now we are also into the technology world because as the time says, we need to actually look into different aspects of data. So as a team, we have grown from those single-digit numbers to 500 plus at this point of time. We had a huge growth in the COVID time with like 140% in terms of the headcount. That also says that, we are quite flexible with our processes, in the sense like the COVID time, when the clients actually, brushing out all the functions in terms of other functions. We could easily actually take them and, work as in market research, operations, outsourcing partners for them. So our larger focus is in B2B research because, we cater to the B2B audience from different aspects of the world. But at the same time, for the consumer research, the consumer panel and all, we are actually, relying on our certified partners, which that's how we function. And now we spread across the world. We have a corporate office in New York and our larger CADI center and the operations center is back in India. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the regions also we have presence.
So basically, we are in the SMR Congress. There's a lot of people here, a lot of networking, a lot of fresh ideas, a lot of old ideas, but all this sharing. Is this your first time here in the Congress?
SMR is the first time, but we are actually, just now, I think Betsy and team were part of CRC event a couple of weeks ago, and they are traveling around the world for other events as well. We are trying and testing out the market because we need to validate how we function. We need to understand, hey, are we going in the right direction, number one? And at the same time, we can actually, this is a platform where we can bring in or we can see and meet a lot of clients and potential clients and try to understand what their needs. The whole world is talking about AI every time, but how much they're really into that, how much business impact it's going to create, these kind of smarter technologies. That's also very important. Okay. So this is a time for us to test, hey, are we doing good?
And we do a lot of work in Europe as well, whether that's US-based clients who also have European teams or with companies who are headquartered in Europe. It's exciting to be here. And
nice bridge.
I'm excited to, I've always wanted to come. I've been in the industry for 15 years and I've always wanted to come. So I'm really excited to be here.
I know this is only like the first day, half day, but have you seen something that really excites you in terms of trends in the industry? I know that these types of events, sometimes it's like a window to what the industry is doing. Is there some type of trends that you've seen so far that really excites you about it?
To be frank, I don't know whether many people will like what I'm saying now, because in the virtual world, everyone is after AI. But when I actually come and talk to these people, they are very reluctant to actually put their first steps into there, particularly synthetic data. And I could hear from a lot of clients saying, hey, we are not completely okay with that. So which actually even validates our methods and our traditional market research. For us, AI is more of an augmented intelligence. We bring in a lot of manual human intelligence along with which are the smarter ways which we can bring that technology. For our forte is bringing audience, but at the same time, we look into different sources of data as well. So processing the insights from this data is where, we can bring the artificial intelligence and all. So I think it's a small 2 cents learning which I had from this half a day.
Do you feel that client demand is also evolving throughout the years? You mentioned that you've been in the industry for 15 years, something like that. Do you see that change in demand from the client side?
Certainly.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's good question. You know what? Earlier clients were happy with just a primary resource, a survey data. Now, as you know, everything is a digital world, right? In a typical example of maybe like Starbucks trying to understand one of their stores, they're having lower footfalls. So they can do primary research surveys. So one source of data is a surveys. The survey also can be quantitative research as well as you can do qualitative research. Again, two different data structures. They can also actually look into their POS data and the CRM data to actually analyze and bring in the loyalty programs. They also can actually step back and look into the social media analytics data. So now we are speaking here different data sources of different structures. So what we are actually working in Jasper Colin back is we have a huge technology team trying to bring a technology platform, how we can integrate these different data sources to create meaningful inferences and insights to address the business problems of the client. That's where we are leading.
I know that recently you kind of changed names or dropped the research from the name because I think he was supposed to be called Jasper Collins Research. Now it's just Jasper Collins. Is that because you want to expand and not just being in the research? Do you want to do something else?
No, I mean, again, a good observation, I would say, because, the lines are getting blurred between research, analytics, and data science. Again, it's coming back to the same point. You're looking at the different data points. So, we don't want to be, maybe like listed as only as a research company just because we want to actually, or we are right now, have 3 different pillars at this point. Our focus is research, analytics, and technology. So it's kind of, expanding the company in terms of being a mother brand for different strategic business units, which we are focusing. That's why we are actually rebranded ourselves. Also to shout out to the world that, hey, we are there for all kinds of data points so that we can actually work into the different aspects. And also to adding to that, we'll be launching few SaaS-based REST tech research technologies in another 3 to 6 to 9 months down the line, which can help clients to bring decisions on a plate to in front of them through this platform.
Also, our clients aren't just looking to us for research. They're looking to us for strategy, and they're looking to us for turning those research findings into a roadmap of implications or strategic recommendations. And that's where, especially with all of the tech that's out there, that's the piece where they still really need us. And I spent the last week, Abhilash alluded to this, I spent the last week traveling around Europe and meeting with clients and I loved having those conversations before I came here because, hearing about what they're grappling with and how they're thinking about AI and the evolving world of insights was just, it's at the forefront of my mind now when we come here. And we keep hearing that they really need partners. AI can't do that yet, and they really need partners to do that. And so our rebranding and name change kind of reflects that it doesn't limit us by saying we're Jasper Colin Research.
It's almost like a 360 view of the whole thing. You think it's going to be in the future Jasper Collins 360?
So our new identity.
TM, do you want credit for that?
All credits to you. So our new identity actually revolves around what we do today at this point. One is, making the organization access the hard to reach audience, which is our traditional, and also enabling them to help them to analytics techniques, different sort of techniques, and integrating the different data sources, which I was saying, and, unlocking the clarity, towards the insights and how they can make decisions out of it. This is our new identity.
Well, it's very interesting. I wish you all the success. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Congress and make good connections, learn something new, because I feel like these events are also a good place to learn new things, learn new skills, and make good connections and have fun. Thanks so much for your time. And that's all for today, folks. Talking Insights is a production of Research World and SMR, bringing you the stories, voices, and ideas shaping the insights community around the world. If you'd like to be featured in a future episode, share your story, or learn more about sponsoring opportunities, send us an email at podcast@smr.org. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And join us next week for another great conversation. See you.